Hello my lovely Capricorn, welcome to your February 2021 reading. Hope this reading finds you well. This is a general reading for you Capricorn. It's a reading for Capricorn Sun, Rising and Moon sign. If you would like a personal reading, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there, which is going to be personal and specific to you. While I'm concentrating on your energy, thank you for subscribing, for liking, for sharing my channel. I really appreciate that. If you haven't already subscribed, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll know when I'm posting new videos. It also helps my channel, which I really appreciate. So let's see what's going on with you, my lovely Capricorn. Things are going everywhere, which to me is an indication that February is going to be quite a busy month for you. It's about collecting your energies, centering your energies, really bringing them into alignment, because there's a lot going on for you in February. There's a lot that's going to make demands on your energy, make demands on where you're spending your time. It's about being discerning. The word I'm hearing for you in February is to be discerning. Be discerning as to who you take under your wing. Be discerning on the time and the energy that you spend on others. Make sure you keep some in reserve for yourself, so that you can concentrate on where you're headed, because I feel like the energies that are coming in February for you, I feel like people are going to ask for your help, ask for your assistance, ask for your advice. They're going to be attracted to your energy and seek solace in your grounding. It's about being discerning so that you do not get lost in giving out your energy to everyone. Don't forget to give some back to yourself, to self-nurture, to work out where you're headed, work out your direction. So that's what I'm hearing for you, my lovely Capricornians, for the month of February. The last half of last year, and I'm feeling that it was particularly taxing on you. It was particularly a difficult time. I would even say, 2020 has been difficult for nearly, a lot of people. But I feel with you, I feel that there has been a turning point in your perspective, in what you were wanting. There's been a change or a shift within you, a reassessment of life, of things that are going on around you. And it's taken its toll, I want to say, my lovely Capricornians. And so it's time to start bringing in that energy. I feel like what I'm hearing here is it's time to find yourself from under the rubble, which is an interesting way that my guides have put that. But that's what I'm hearing, so that's what I'm going to give you. It's about finding yourself, piecing yourself back together to give yourself this new direction. There's been some sort of repetition of some cycle. There's been a repetition of some sort around you, and it could have happened last year. It could be happening now for some of you. Timing is going to be different for all of you, but there's a repetition of a cycle. But this time round, you're more prepared and ready to deal with some sort of issue or issues that are wrapped in that cycle. Let's have a look at what's going on for you in February. So that was your message. In February, you do find yourself, because you've got the Queen of Wands here, and this is about finding your purpose, your inner self, being protective about who you are and the direction you're taking and what you're wanting to achieve. Find that inner strength, find that confidence. It's an energy. I think the Queen of Wands, I love her. I think she's fabulous. And the energy she brings is, don't mess with me. This is what I want to do. This is the direction I want to take. These are the plans I want to make. And don't come between me and what I want to do, because it's just not going to work. So it's really finding that inner strength, my lovely Capricornians. This is, male or female. It's energy we're talking about here. So it's about finding that inner strength and that direction and being protective about what you're wanting to do, not being swayed by others, not being tempted by others, not being manipulated by others, but really working out what it is you're wanting to do and what direction you're wanting to move in. Very, very important for you. What is crossing that is the Six of Cups. And this is really an interesting card. This is about reminiscing, and I feel like for you here, it's about reminiscing about the past, about childhood, about past memories, about past joys, about past pleasures. It's a reminiscing of those days that have long gone, wanting to bring that energy back in, having a reconnection with people from the past that brought you joy, that had some sort of meaning for you. There's a reconnection there. Also forgiveness, there's just some revisiting of the past here. So this finding yourself is also going to involve some past memories, some past situations, something past that you're calling on. They're asking me to draw another card for you, and so I will. I'm going to be using, for those of you that are interested, the Deviant Moon Tarot for this. These cards delve beneath the surface, so I really like these here. So you have here the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, which is your suit. So this is really you coming into, as I said, this is you coming into your own, male or female, but this is, this is you, the earth mother, the earth father, the nurturer, the carer of others, this putting others before you, but it's time now to really look after yourself, to delve deep. What direction do you want to move in? You are the great nurturer, so it's time now for self-nurturing, for self-care, for self-care. It has to do with self-care around the home. This is to do with the home. This is to do with relationships within the home, family, within the home, within the family. So it's nurturing and care, and that's what this past is about too, past memories. So it's an interesting mix that you have here of looking after yourself, of nurturing the self, of allowing things from the past to come up for you to look at, my lovely Capricornians. You also have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is about taking action and moving forward on your emotional condition, your emotional self, your emotional being. It's no longer time to put that, bottle it up, being the earth sign. It's about allowing that to come forward. So there's forward movement, there's change coming on an emotional level here for you. It's time to take action. It's time to delve beneath the surface as far as your emotions go. It's time to allow your emotions to come to the surface so that they can be looked at, so that you can work things out. So it's about connecting on an emotional level. It's not just being practical, that practical side of the Capricorn, being practical with what decisions that you're making. This is asking you to get in touch with your emotions. Go beneath the surface with your emotions and this is about using your intuition. I'm going to use the Nicola Ciccioli cards, which I really like. They're really lovely cards. So, and these cards lighten it up. So let's have a look at what are you delving in on an emotional level. Yeah, you see, it's self-reflection. The Two of Wands. It's self-reflection. It's looking within. It's that duality that we have. It's that duality, you're Capricorn and you're practical and you're earthed, but then there's also not just the intellectual and earthing side, but also the emotional side. That is our duality, and it's about bringing those two things into alignment and having them work together. So looking at that other side of you that sometimes you bury, tapping into your intuition and bringing that to the fore. That's quite profound. That's quite profound. You might want to listen to that again. looking at that hidden self. That's part of us that we put aside, that we don't look at, that we don't meet the needs of that side of us. Bring that forward to really look at what it is you're wanting on an emotional level. Does life provide for you everything that you are wanting and needing on an emotional level? If not, what changes do you need to bring in place? So there's a lot there for you to think about. So let's see how that manifests into your reality. My lovely Capricornians, you have another Knight, and this is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords speaks of courage. It speaks of, see, it's interesting because you've got the Knight of, this is what we're talking about with the duality. See how these things fall into place. The Knight of Swords is about the mind, it's about thinking, it's about being practical, it's about being pragmatic. The Knight of Cups is about the emotions and moving forward, going beneath the surface, getting in touch with your intuition, into that inner self, which speaks of the duality that we were talking about. I love the way these cards just sort of tell a story. They tell the story, don't they? So in your reality, there is a lot to think about. But it's not just about thinking about it and laying down plans. The time of laying down plans is over. It's about taking action. It's about putting on your armor and really moving forward, being fearless in moving forward into your future, being fearless in working out what direction you're wanting to move in, what you're needing, and how you're going to put that in place. How are you going to meet those needs? How are you going to meet what you're needing? A card that fell out that I've kept on to the side, which I feel they're telling me here to use now, is the Nine of Swords. And this is about your dreams. This is about being woken at maybe 3 or 1, or, you know, a specific time of the night. Just someone waking you up, or something waking you up. Your guides, your tribe speaking to you through your dreams. Having sleepless nights, doing a lot of processing, doing a lot of thinking, which is the Swords. But there is Swords is also about communication. And so it's about that spiritual realm wanting to communicate with you, to come through to you. So be aware of your inspirational thought. Be aware of messages that are coming through. Be aware of synchronicities as well, and how they manifest for you. What meaning is coming through for you. What meaning it's coming, that's going to be important. That's going to be important. Okay, so let's see. I want another card here. Right, we've got about being strong. They're wanting you to have strength. So you're coming into a time in February where you need to find that inner strength. You need to find that inner determination. I feel like there's choices and decisions that you're needing to make that are not necessarily going to be easy, but they're going to be necessary for your enlightenment, for your journey, for your rite of passage. So it's about finding that inner strength and finding that determination. And it's going to be there. You're going to be feeling, you know, mid-February, you're going to start feeling quite strong and quite determined about some changes that you're wanting to bring in. Because then you're moving to the Wheel of Fortune, and it's, you know, this is what what I want to say to you is this is that cycle that I've been speaking about. Something's coming back. Something's coming back from the past. It's coming back to be reviewed. It's coming back to be looked at. It's coming back to have another bite at this, another go at this. Something that you started, I want to go back 10 years if you're old enough. Something that went on there is coming back to be reviewed now, to be looked at. This is the Wheel of Fortune. It's not a cycle. It's not just a wheel. It's a spiral. And so you're back at this particular point, but you're more evolved. You've journeyed along, and you're more evolved, like a corkscrew, if you like. So you spiral and you get to that same point, but you're further along. You are wiser. You are more evolved. You have a deeper understanding of the self. You've had lessons along the way that have progressed you, so that opportunities are going to come up for you. These opportunities are going to come up for you to revisit something, for some of you. If that resonates, take it with you. For others, it's if you've had a particularly hard time, the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour. In February, you're going to start seeing changes. You're going to start seeing results. Opportunities are going to come. There's opportunities there for you. There's opportunities there for you, which I really think are going to be quite positive for you. You have the Knight of Pentacles again, you see. You have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is about being strategic. You've got the chessboard there, and that's about strategy. It's a game of strategy. We are all players on the stage of life, aren't we? And we all have roles to play, and this is about strategy, planning your next move. So there's, with this Wheel of Fortune, with this cycle, with these opportunities that are coming your way, it is also going to require making a move, but not making a move spontaneously, making the move strategically, having thought about it and having planned it out. So there's nothing that you do in a hurry with this, with these opportunities that are coming your way. There's nothing that you do, it's planned. So those opportunities can be in your private, personal life, it can be in your work life, it can be in your career, if you have a business, you know, whatever, you take with it what you're needing to take from it, but it's about being strategic, thinking about something, giving it thought. That's going to be very important. So there's nothing quick that you're doing with that. There's nothing quick that you're doing with that. You know, you've got the Four of Pentacles here, and so as above, so below. You know, it's what are you thinking about? What are you manifesting? What are you saving for? What changes do you want to, as you think about them, as you create them, think about them, treat them as if they're happening in the now, in your reality, and they will manifest into your reality. So it's also about your thoughts. Keep them positive. The way you think, what you're thinking, what you want to bring in around you. Keep it positive, my lovely Capricorns. As we move through February, you also again have the Knight of Swords. This is a different deck. You know, I'm using a few decks, remember. So you also here have the oh no, sorry, I'm sorry. This is the King of Swords, not the Knight of Swords. This is the King of Swords. So you have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is about really being confident about your plans, your thoughts, what you've decided to do, what you're planning, and know with confidence that that will come about. Kings, in their wisdom, make decisions and plan for their subjects, and they command their subjects to do certain things, and they know that they're going to be done. They don't doubt themselves. And so it's about you finding that inner wisdom, having that confidence and that strength, and you know, he has these angel wings as well. So it's also about marrying and bringing in the spirit realm, messages that they bring to you, have that divine guidance. That's the white hawk. It's about guidance. It's about having that divine guidance come through in your decision making, in that forward movement, in what you want to put in place. So there's an element of divine guidance here for you, my lovely Capricornians. So use that. I want to use these cards. Let's see. I want to know what divine guidance, what information's coming through for Capricorn, please. Tell me what information's coming through for Capricorn, please. What information's coming through? Yes, you see, again, you've got the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and this is sleepless nights, but this is also paying attention to your dreams. You have another hawk, owl, the spiritual animals, part of your totem, and it's about. And it's interesting because you've got the chessboard up here. You know, if you look closely at cards, they really do tell you a lot. And this is about you being divinely guided, as I said with the King. You know, being divinely guided. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to inspirational thought. Messages are going to come to you from the spirit realm to help you with this guidance, to help you through this time. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. What you have also is the Two of Swords. And so what that's going to create is this time of making choices and decisions. So there's some choices and decisions you need to think about and you need to make. So because you're thinking about it, and that veil that she has across her eyes, you can see through it. So it's about having clarity of vision and also collecting data, collecting information, making informed decisions here. Making informed decisions so that you're not making hasty decisions. Hasty choices, you're really giving it thought. So there's some change, something's changing, something's coming in that is different around you. So there's no decisions you make in February that are spontaneous or quick. It's premeditated, it's thought about. It's processed. You're collecting data, collecting information, researching what you're needing to research. These decisions, again, you see that the hangman they're not going to be easy for you. These choices are not going to be easy ones. You may need to change your perspective on something, look at things in a different light, change your perspective, take your rose-colored glasses off so that you are making an unbiased, clear decision. You need clarity of thought. If something's not quite clear to you, it might be let's look at it from a different perspective. Let's look at it in a different way, to get a greater understanding of the choices and decisions that you're making. As we move along here, you do have hopes and dreams. You do have hopes and dreams. There's things that you've been wishing upon, things that you have been desiring, goals that you've been wanting to set. So it's about setting those goals. It's about having those dreams, not being fearful of, oh, well, will they ever work or will they ever come about? You know, it might be impossible. You know, it's about being practical with the decisions and choices you make. Don't build castles in the air, you know, really, because they don't have a strong foundation. So it's about setting goals, planning, and it's about keeping them real, keeping them practical, keeping them achievable as well. But I feel like, you know, it is a time of goal setting. This is a time of you coming into your own realization of, well, what do I want out of life? What do I want to achieve? What do I want to do? And that is what is going to be coming in your thoughts, the thoughts that you will have towards the end of February. This planning and this, you know, you have the Chariot, so you're taking charge. This is about you taking charge of the decisions. So not being swayed by others, not setting goals that others want you to set. Not having their dreams as your dreams, but having your own. Finding your own path. This is about finding your own path as well. So February is going to ask you to really look at what is your path, what do you want to do, what do you want to achieve. This could be in a work environment, a work situation, a home and family situation, a love situation. You know, there's decisions here. You need to take charge of you. Forge your own path. And, you know, in forging your own path, it doesn't mean that, you know, your relationship's not going to work, or, you know, things aren't going to work out for you. That's not the case really at all. If things are meant to be, if people respect you, then they will allow you to be your true self. So it really is about you becoming your true self as well. Your final card, my lovely Capricornians, is the Ace of Swords. So you're going to leave February on a high. You're going to leave February on a high. The Ace of Swords is about new beginnings, new ways of thinking, a new attitude, a new start, a new learning, new skills. So there could be new study for you. It could be new learning, a new job, a promotion where you're learning new skills, developing more skills, building on the skills that you already have. For some of you, it's a new way of thinking, a new way of perceiving, a new perspective on life. How do you view things? How do you view your life? A new way of looking at it. A way of looking at it that is going to be good for you too. So there's some sort of shift occurring for you. There's some sort of shift occurring for you, which I really think is quite amazing. And what have you got here? Another ace. Wow, you are going to leave February on a very high note. This is the Ace of Wands. This is the one, the Ace of Wands is new plans, a new beginning, following your life's purpose, a new passion, new ideas. Could be a new business, could be a new line, new product line. It could be a new way of working. It could be a birth of a child. But there's something you're feeling very passionate about. Something this is the great cosmic mother. This is Mother Earth. This is shedding light on a new start. So at the end of February, you have 2 aces, which is pretty amazing. Having there's a great turning point coming for you that's going to take you into March. So take what you need, what resonates for you from this reading. Leave the rest. It might all resonate for some of you, which I know from your comments that it very often does. I'm going to draw a card from the Angels of Abundance. Let's see what your affirmation is for this month. What words of wisdom for Capricorn, please? What words of wisdom for Capricorn, please? What words of wisdom do we have for Capricorn, please? Here we go. No more complaining. No more complaining, no more begrudging what what people are demanding of you if you're giving it freely. No more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality, which is your 2 aces and which is, your reading totally. This summarizes your reading so well. It's about you stepping into your own. Absolutely. Reclaiming yourself this month. Very powerful. I wish you many, many blessings, my lovely Capricornians. If you'd like to book a private reading, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a private reading from there that will be specific to you. Many blessings to you.